What say you to taking on some work for Nildik and Vimilis? We've a great Hulk warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atbrim. Atbrim. I think that's how you pronounce it. God, I'm sorry I butcher all the Rugadin names. The head shipwright of the Morbi Drydocks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lusaminia. That's also where you'll find the main officers of Drydocks and Vimilis. The Morbi Drydock is one of Lusamiania's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetherite. If you know confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porter. First floor of the Mizzen mast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to take the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your step. Well, after accidentally heading in that direction twice during the course of my last recording session, this time we are indeed heading in the right direction. I hope. This should be the right direction. It indeed is. Okay, good. Yeah, we got a long distance to go. But I might see some of the things I need for the Hunter's Log, so if I end up indeed seeing anything for that, I will let you know. So far, not much, but on our way there, I seem to have come across a quest of some kind. For those wondering how I got to this point, it's very simple. Just head down and to the, right and down. Right and down. Or down and left, I guess, if you're looking from where you came out. The point stands. It's down and left, I guess. Dozrael. Captain Dozrael, stationed at Ocean's Embrace, needed to track down a guard who has abandoned his duties. And you'd be wanting to cross the Ocean's Embrace. If you ain't in a hurry to be someplace, I'd rather you hold up for a bell or two. Presently, the bridge is such a right confusion and wagons and such, the damn thing's like to collapse. We expect a bit of congestion. Well, with this being the only bridge connecting the roads of the Drydocks to Lusaminia, but today's traffic is something awful. Speaking of which, where the 7 hell does Wormsmanga think he's playing and deserting his post at a time like this? Do me a favor, would you, lass? Track down the skittish bugger and tell him to get his R spot. Have to direct in the chaos at the Embrace. Right? It seems that our person in question is hanging out right behind here. Hello there. Bah, it was only a matter of time before they sent someone after me, I suppose. I heard you. The bridge is a bloody mess. Truth be told, I wish the damn thing would collapse and save me the suffering. I can't simply wave me hands and everything suddenly sort itself out. Now can I? And if I try reasoning with those demon-spawned coachmen, I'm like to get me head bit off. Listen, if you're not going to let me be, then can you at least have a word with the more irritated wagon drivers? You know, soothe their tempers, sorta? That'll be one less headache for me to deal with. I mean, I don't want to do your job, but I guess if you're gonna make me, I will do it. Alright. head on to the bridge here. This seems to be the coachman in question. Yeah, it's just a little man over here. You take your self-important words and take a dive in the harbor. I have shipwrights expecting this cargo, and it'll be a cold day in Thanalan before I back down first. And how about our friend here? Make way, you hungry blind rat. I should have been in Limsa bells ago. I'll calm down when Fishbat has learned to fly. Now move your ass. Okay, yeah. Sir, I am going to need to ask you, once I find where it is. Sit down, sir. Please. Please. Well, if you put it like that, then maybe I'll hold me tongue for a bit. Okay, that's one sorted out. Now the other. No. Are you good, sir? Sir and lady. Sirs and ladies, calm yourself. There's no need to. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. I'm glad we're helping this poor dude says Wormsmaga is not keen in helping them himself. Perhaps you do have a point. I shall endeavor to keep a hold of me temper. If only to see this situation resolved before the moon turns. Okay? Now then, perhaps he'll come out. Carbuncle, you good there? I was just checking football scores on real quick, and all of a sudden he's just like da 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 da. Anyway, well, I'll be damned. You actually managed to calm them buggers down. You're a miracle worker, and that's the honest truth. All I need is for the driver to heed me directions without all that snapping and snarling, you see. Well, I'd best be at it before they lose their tempers again. Oh, and I'd appreciate it if you could let Captain Dozray know I'm back on the job. Don't worry, we will. Especially the part where you didn't do your job. Where you put your job on the lone adventurer. Wormsmaga is back at his post, is he? Your tongue must be made of silver to have accomplished that feat. He can't simply handle the yelling, you see. The gods only know how such a delicate flower survived guard training in the first place. And he's never going to survive duty at the bridge, not how that work on the Victory has a flood of deliverance coming in and out every bloody day. Wormsmaga better harden up and start looking for a quieter line of work. Ain't that the truth? Anyways, yeah, I guess grab the copy or cuff. Alright. That's a quest on our way done. Now then, what else lies ahead? And our actual destination. We just head down here until we see a giant wall. And yeah, that's our destination. Alright. This is the destination in question, Morby Dock. Now that we're here, first things first, grab the chocobo keep, especially if you're going to use it. And head onwards. Down until we find Aelbrim. And as we do so, we should probably actually head this way first. Grab the Aetherite and all that. Okay. Here's the 8th raid. That has been grabbed. And now that it has been grabbed, we head our way across here, I guess? I think I have ended up on the wrong side. Yeah, I ended up on the wrong side of the docks there. So, over this way, up, and there's the air bin. Oh, frick. I did not see what you said. One sec. You have a message for me from Forge Master Hazana. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over Moon Pass. Let's see it then. There you go. Blast and botheration. Another delay? I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The message does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. May I have your name? Lusaminia, is it? Well, Lusaminia, the proud maiden you who see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may well have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Lusamiania's rebirth from the wreckage wrought up by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even go as far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the thalassocracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the absence of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Don't worry, sir. I am not either of those things. Complete that quest. Alright. We could start what he has for us, but we have many things here in Morbi Bay that we can do. Starting with Wafufu. Poor Wafufu's food cart is light up a few lunches, and she needs help locating the lost meals. Oh, woe is me! I seem to have gone and misplaced 4 of my packed lunches. Whatever am I to do? I can hear her at Burn's belly grumble from all the way over here. I'm certain that I made enough for everyone, so it must be that I either dropped a few or gave some to the wrong fellows. Oh, did you hear that? It was Ervin's belly again. He does not look at all pleased, does he? I must stay with my cart, but if you could search the Drydocks and see if you cannot find those lunches, I would be eternally grateful. I might even whip together something special for you. Ah! Did you see that? Everyone just gave me the evil eye. If those lunches don't turn up soon, I'm afraid it'll come over here and eat me. Let's not talk about what that would mean. Anyways, one of the people we have to talk to is over here. Welcome through me. He needing one of her lunches back, you say. And here I was beginning to think the lass had eyes for me. Not that she's me type, mind ye. I like the woman a few hands taller, and a few pounds heavier, and a few shades bluer, if you catch me drift. I wouldn't have minded the extra meal, though. A man can work up quite the craving when he's been pounding, stretching, and shaping sheets of iron all night. Okay. There's one There's another right here that we went past. There's also some stuff over this direction. Am I heading up the right way? I believe so. Yes, I am. I have no idea how packed lunches got all the way up here, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. And last but not least, you, sir. You have one of the lunches. Don't tell me. Frick, I didn't... One sec. It's an easy thing to see. Don't tell me, you can't do it who collect me lunch. I can see it in them accusing eyes of yours. Sure, I knew right well that none of these lunches were meant for me. With today being my day off and all. But I never thought little Wafufu would miss just one. No, I'm not talking in chat. If I give back lunch, would you promise you'll not mention that it was I who took it? I don't want the lass to think I was trying to swindle her. Though that's sort of what I was trying to do. But she doesn't have to know that now, does she? Right then, carry on. Lunch thief? I can't blame you though, her sandwiches must be good if you were after them. Anyways, let's bring these back to Wafufu. Please tell me you found the lunches. I swear Abraham has shifted several places closer since you departed. There you go, miss. 1, 2, 3, 4! You did it! You found all the missing lunches. Now, perhaps I can rest in peace, know that Abraham won't be indulging in his cannibalistic fantasies. At least for today. I have several questions that I don't think I want answered. And I think I shall allow to remain unanswered, too. Anyways, we got some boots. Equip. Update. There we go. I did it right that time. Now then, we still got plenty of jobs we can do over here. So let's see here. Yogi Honagi. Okay. Morbi Dog Master Yogi Honagi. He seeks someone to aid his crew in taking inventory. I'm looking for a strapping young adventurer, good with her numbers, to help tally our remaining supply of planks and logs. But I suppose you'll have to do. Now that work on the Victory is nearing completion, I need one final count on the lumber we have, so I can determine if we'll need more. I already have Razin in Milzin and Remo Philosopmo started on the tally, so speak with them and see what they found. Then bring me back the exact number of quarter deck logs and for castle planks remaining on site. Understood? Alright. Now let's see here. These are the quarter deck logs. Alright. Those have been gathered. Or counted very silently. I wonder actually how many are over there right now. Razin Milzin. Just finished me count on the cedar her mass. And the yards master ain't going to like what I have to tell him. What? You tell him for me? Well, be my guest then, lass. The Victory, being as big as she is, will be outfitted with 3 full-size masts and 2 smaller masts. Each mast will have its own set of 4 to 5 spars, or cross masts, from which the sails hang. One need not be scholarly from Melvin's gay to know that a whole hell worth of lumber. And And so, just how many math-worthy logs did I count here? 4. Not 400, not 4 score, not even 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can take that to the yard master. But don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. That's not gonna be fun, but we'll do it. Now then, we have to count all of these as well. Thankfully, I think we can do it from... Oh! Okay, this is how. This is how the game wanted us to do it. Jump! Alright. And with that done, Remo Palemo. I got your stuff for you. 200 oak birthing plates. Not one more, not one less. I counted them twice and then I counted them thrice more. Just for good measure. You may be in trouble though, if them shipwrights need any more than what ye see before ye. The fires of the calamity claimed more hosts of the trees than old Oakwood. And what of those that remain, ye ask? Why, we chopped down the rest to help build the victory. Ah. So you cut down a forest. As someone who grew up in a very, very foresty state, don't like it, but I understand it. As long as more trees are planted. I trust you had enough fingers to help you through the tallying. So, tell me, now, what did you find? Those be grim numbers indeed. The calamity must be just in a faded memory. But it seems we're still far from truly healing. As the salt-blooded laments in, it pains me to say it, but we may have to turn to them tree folk in Gridania for it to finish the victory on time. As long as they don't mind you taking their trees, right? Another level. We got maim and men. That is, I think, a passive ability, right? Yeah. Increases base action damage and HP restoration by 10%. It also increases base damage and HP restoration of your pet by 10%. Okay. Sounds good. That's... So, we'll take care of that at some other point. We got a lot of quests to do around here. Let's do yours next. Hezknels. Hezkels? I don't know how to say your name. Anyways. When it comes to Riveting, you could almost search the realm over, but you won't find none better than Hezkels. 10 score rivets a bell like that I drive. Twice that had if I'm not in me cups. The key to driving rivet is proper like is how you can get the buggers. The hotter the rivet, the stronger the bond she'll make when the steel plate with the steel plate. Problem being was I to heat me revers in the forge, they'll be cool as a dead horse crotch by the time I hold them back to the victory. 'Tis why I use the white hawk cores of lightning spirits. But as you can see, me supply is running a tad low. If it ain't too much trouble, would you be so kind as to fetch me some? You look as if you could take on a whole pack of sprites, with one hand tied behind your axe. I think we can do that. Sorry. One of those things where just having to say a certain word. Look, I'm white as fuck. You know what I'm probably meaning. And what exact word it was that I was having trouble there saying. Anyways. Head up. Find some spirits, wherever they may be. Right there. There's also some damn crabs. But we can ignore those. This is what's important. I'll take out these lightning spirits, and then meet you all back at the shipwright. So as I head back, I want to tell you all a bit of something about myself for those of you unfamiliar. I'm a bit of a football fan. I follow it pretty closely. I mean American football, for those of you who might somehow get confused. I started this streaming session because the Buffalo Bills, my team, were playing the Baltimore Ravens today. They were down 30 to 20, or not 30 to 20, 3 to 20 when I looked back. I turned off the TV, I turned off the game, go to do this, and what do you know? As soon as I turn my head away, they start actually playing the damn game. I swear, this happens far too many times. Ah! It takes me off just a bit. Anyways, here's Kezzy. Hello there. 3 quarters and I can be done with the day's work. And back at the ale house, where I belong. Well, there you go. Leviathan's eyes. You really done gun and fetch me the blinking course. Atbeer will be right pleased to see that, he will. But the foreman who came up with the idea to use cords to heat the rivets. A clever one, that man. Sharper than a thing in a fishback's beak. Probably is why he made the chief so quick-like. Smart guy then. I see. Grab that. And what happens if I put this on? Oh, that's what happens. Okay, so one sec. Cotton cowl. No, that's not what I want though. Okay, I guess the. Is this really? I'm sure we'll get better stuff in time, but for the moment we'll be without headgear. Alright. Now there are more quests here in Drydocks. Those are the ones immediately around us though. So I think I will continue on the main story and we'll come back to them in some time. Without a doubt. Where the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been laid with the shipment. And now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Farrellsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Lusaminia, but has yet to return. I have sent several messages to Hoba, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Haldbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Well, you could have said it nicer, but your point stands, sir. Let us head to Candlekeep Quay, which is out of the city and to the left here. Okay, so I took kind of a strange route. I did not need to go the way through here I did, but I guess we're doing some rainy mountain climbing. That is not good, but yeah, that's indeed what we did. Okay. Rhoda. Hello there. Eh? Did the self-righteous dog Edgrim doubt that I never told anything less than the truth? Yes, he does. And guess what? I doubt you as well. Tell us truth. I don't know what the fuck that was I was doing, but that was a voice, all right. Throwback Island. He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave. Navigator, rest your soul. I know not of his mid nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the Quay have had enough troubles these past few suns. What with the sinking of the momentum cargo ship off the Salt Strand. I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make notes of every scrag that wanders off the grip. Well, if that's what you have to say, I still don't trust you though.